Yay! It only took me 15 minutes to get the computer to reload. Yay! Reboot. Yay! Get this all going again. Yay! As I was saying before, I think I'm going to need a new computer sometime soon. Yay! Sorry, guys, for that technical difficulty. Let's see. What can we go back to? And yeah, we already did that. All right, well, let's see. Next story I'm going to get into. Chevy Corvette owner is suing General Motors over allegedly defective wheels. So there's now another class action lawsuit over the 7th generation Corvette. It finally made it to federal court. But this one isn't over its performance on track, but instead over something that can affect owners anywhere. Certain C7 rims, the lawsuit claims, are prone to cracking and bending at extremely low mileages. Not good, GM. Not good. Perhaps most importantly, though, the lawsuit also claims they're also prone to not falling under General Motors warranty. Okay. The April 30 filing found and written by Car Complaints is a class action complaint on behalf of anyone in the U.S. who bought or leased any 2015 or newer Z06, as well as anyone with a 17 or newer Grand Sport. Lawsuit claims General Motors knew of widespread problems with the rims and has denied the issue and is systematically denying coverage of the wheels under their 3-year $36,000 bumper to bumper. GM's yet to file a response in court, but Jalopnik has reached out to the company for comment on the lawsuit and has not received anything. Big surprise, they're not going to do anything, say anything. Lawsuit was filed against GM by a gentleman who claims he leased a 2018 Corvette from Santa Paula Corvette in California. And computer crashed. Jason from Old Car Auto Guy. Well, I can tell you one thing right now. If you are thinking about getting into the car YouTube game, make sure you become friends with Jason Carr from Old Car Auto Guy. He is the nicest, most supportive, great guy you will ever meet. Grant Tommy is also a great guy. The community here for car guys on YouTube are it's an amazing bunch of people. That's all I'm going to say about that. Great bunch of people. Yeah. Anyway, so the Corvette, he said upon purchasing the vehicle from the dealership, we bought directly to an Impression Auto Salon. Cal Chrome, a third-party wheel finisher, picked up excuse me, the rims to have them coated. While inspecting the vehicle, Cal Chrome took a video showing that the rims were bent. Replaced the wheels for $7,500 out of pocket. But most of all, the biggest problem is GM is blaming the defect on potholes or other driver error, which makes them not covered under warranty. Come on, GM. You gotta own up. Just own up. So if you got a Corvette that's got bad rims, you can hop on this class action lawsuit and maybe get a little bit of money. Probably not enough to get new rims, but all right. All right. Well, some news from Wednesday. Apparently, GM's hey, Pobar Diesel, thanks for stopping in. GM's Lordstown plant has been bought by Workhorse. Now, I haven't heard of Workhorse until this article, but Workhorse is a maker of electric trucks. Even though the deal is by no means settled, President Trump tweeted about this revelation. Most of us don't know that much about Workhorse, and we seem to have killed their website trying to find out more. Okay, collective. So here's a little bit about Workhorse. Workhorse got its start in 1998, doing something very different than EVs. The company was founded to take over. Did you see the wrecked gas monkey square button? No, I did not see that yet. I'll have to go and try and find that. Workhorse took over production of GM's popular P30 and P32 step van chassis. The bread delivery trucks and the types. In 2005, Navistar, the company once known as International Harvester, bought Workhorse, and in addition to the bare chassis they sold, added the full step van with body called MetroStar. Around this time, an electric van called the E-Star was released by Navistar, but it shared only managerial connections with Workhorse. 2012, Navistar shut down Workhorse as part of a cost-cutting measures. It looks like now they're back open, but as an the AMP Electric Vehicles bought Workhorse's IP, patents, logos, brand, and assembly plant with the intention of building alternative fuel delivery vehicles on Workhorse chassis. Kind of cool. Let's see what it says about. This is quite interesting. They actually will take a GMC 1500, Sierra 1500, and they change just about everything other than the doors on this thing and make it their own, and it is an electrical vehicle. Now, you guys get to tell me, what do you think? Personally, I don't think I'm going to be running out to buy a Workhorse, but that's just me. See, compared to other EV trucks like the Rivian, the design and engineering of the W15 feels pretty clunky and crude. The styling seems amateurish, yep, and the specs aren't exactly impressive. Dual electric motors making 450 horsepower is impressive and gives a good 0 to 60 in 5.5. Yeah, it looks very weird. Hey, Walt. Yeah, sorry about the earlier computer problems. But these things will only have a range of about 80 miles. Now, some places, big cities, 80 miles will be plenty to get you, your work done. However, places like, here in Vermont or, more rural areas, it'll never do. When I was working for a bread company didn't drive anything, quite like that. It was a box truck, but I did, nearly 180 miles a day. So no bueno for us. So the reports are that they're going to be, buying the GM's Lordstown factory, but we'll have to see if that actually pans out. All right. First, Chevy brought back the Blazer, and now they're bringing back the Trailblazer, but it's not going to be bigger than the Blazer. It is actually going to be a compact crossover, very similar in the front end as the Blazer, but much smaller. Now, I'm sorry to say, I'm very disappointed with Chevrolet for bringing the Blazer back and not actually having it be a capable off-road vehicle like the new Bronco is supposed to be, which, let me just, oh man, I deleted it. Let me find that again. Oh, here it is. On the other hand, spy shots of the new Bronco. This definitely looks to me like it is going to be a capable off-road vehicle. Let's see if we can. Yep. Yep. I know the spy shots always look kind of weird, but because of course they're not trying to give away anything of their new vehicles, but it looks like it actually is going to be pretty capable. I like it. Probably one of the few Fords that I would actually consider buying right now. So not thrilled with the Trailblazer just as much as I'm not thrilled about the Blazer. But oh well. I'm not gonna say supercar. Oh yes, sports car, supercar news. Capable vehicle to carry on the Blazer Trailblazer name. Absolutely. And I do agree with you, Walt. I think Ford is going in the right direction with the Bronco. I even like the what they're calling a baby Bronco. But well, let's see. Whoops. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, gas monkey. Take a look at this. Thank you, Jason, for sending me that link. Oh, no. Let's see if we can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Oh, that's sad. Because that, oh, whoops. Darn it. See if that'll work now. Hey, that's sad. That was a nice truck. I like what they did to it when they were building that. Can't remember what season it was, but I do remember seeing it. I really like that truck. Anyways, Maserati, it appears, will no longer have engines sourced from Ferrari. Since Morocco, as of now, is definitely something I wouldn't mind owning. Yep, I still can't wait to see what it actually looks like when it's out there. But for now, I'm very very hopeful. Ever since every Maserati since 2002 has had a Ferrari-built engine under its hood. It stems from Fiat handing over control of Maserati to Ferrari in the 90s. But since then, Maserati has come back to the Fiat Chrysler control, and Ferrari has been spun off in the 2015 IPO. Still, Ferrari has continued to build engines for Maserati, which include a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8, and a 4.7 naturally aspirated V8. These days are coming to an end, though. News came from Ferrari CEO during the brand's 2019 first quarter earnings call. He said, confirmed that Maserati would not renew its contract with Ferrari for engines. Bad call. To be able to say you have a Ferrari engine under your hood, Maserati. Hey, Mr. Mach 1, thank you for stopping in. Very much appreciate you being here. Eventually, we will no longer supply engines to Maserati, which actually, from our perspective, is good thing, both from a margins perspective, but also the fact that we can transfer a lot of the labor that's been focused on the engines to the car side of business. So Maserati, let's see, it's something like 2021 or 2022 is when Ferrari is going to stop supplying Maserati with engines. So if you want a Maserati powered by a Ferrari engine, better snap one up quick. And I was able to find one recall that I don't think I talked about before. This is a BMW is recalling SUVs over instrument panel that could hinder airbag deployments. The BMW has issued a recall for 50 examples of certain variants of the 2019 X3, X4 variant and the X4s. 36 of them X3s are involved and 14 X4s. They're built over a 2-day span. The problem stems from the instrument cluster. Holy moly, this is a huge recall, guys. Supplier error during the lamination process results in panels containing adhesive not specified for intended purposes. That creates a possibility that the cover over the passenger front airbag might not work as intended in a crash, potentially hindering airbag deployment, increasing risk of injury. Dang, poor BMW. But good that they found that quickly and got it fixed. So that, guys, is all I got for news. So let's turn it over to the chat and see what you guys want to talk about. Let's see if I can find something else on my phone that will give some more news, because that, try again. You work for the Germans. How goes your project? Yeah. Oh, nothing else. Oh, my new job. It's okay. This is the first week where my boss has been back from being very sick. For 2 weeks, she was out, which left me with, running the entire program for, with only a few, like 6 weeks under my belt. Long hours, lots of headaches, but it's going. Wasn't particularly liking where things were headed, but and almost left. But my boss convinced me to stay on and give it a little bit more time and see where things would go. Currently, I work 6 days a week. 2 of those days are half days. and I said this in the beginning of the other live stream that exploded, that I'm finding it hard to have the time to be able to relax and go do car videos and get them produced, if you want to call it that, edited, and get them up. I'm tired, and so that's why part 2 of the Collar City Cars and Caffeine video hasn't come out. I've been struggling with trying to get that thing done. I do have another well, it held up on our family car, our 2011. Yeah, I'm not sure. My project. You mean Zelda? No, I'm not ignoring you. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm trying not to ignore you. Let's just say that. Do you mean Zelda, Jason? Okay, Zelda has gone nowhere because, number one, I have no money. I don't have a lift to be able to get the exhaust that I have on for it. And yeah, I need money for tires. I need money for a new radiator. I need a bunch of other stuff. So maybe he needs a spanking. Yeah. Yeah, I need something. This cough, it is just a killer. I have had this thing, for 3 weeks. It still just won't. Oh, sorry, Mr. Mach 1. Zelda is my 1984 Lincoln Continental, Fox body car. I named it because of Link. If you know anything about video games, it's the Legend of Zelda. Something about Link. So no, it's definitely not the water. This cold, my wife and daughter had it, and they were both coughing for nearly a month. It's just will not go away. It's bad. So yeah, Zelda. She's Lincoln Continental. I bought her last year with hopes of being able to do a bunch of stuff for the channel. But with that, I was hoping to have much faster growth than what I've had. And again, without being unemployed for 5 months and trying to get income back where it was, and this new job, everything, I just have absolutely zero money to do anything with her. So she's sitting in the driveway, one flat tire, one very low front tire, radiator that I need to replace the radiator. I need to put the new exhaust that I bought over the winter on it. Bunch of interior stuff. It's, I don't want to say I want to give up on her, but it's I'm almost considering selling her to get her to somebody that might be able to do work to her. But then again, on the brighter side of things, I did enter Street Speed 717's contest to win the Grand Sport Corvette that they're giving away. So fingers crossed, my 2 entries win me that car, because then I'll drive it for a week, sell it, buy a new car for the wife, which we desperately need, and put a bunch of money into Zelda. But that, I'm not holding out a lot of hope. I know the feeling. When I have the time, I don't have the money. When I have the money, I don't have the time. Absolutely. Yeah, I bought a keychain too, Jason. I got the Thin Blue Line in support of our police officers. So that's sell the vet and buy parts of the absolute. Yeah, that's the plan. If I were somehow Hey, Will R. Thanks for stopping in. I'm very sorry. I have not forgotten about your T-shirt. I'm hoping uh, next week, Wednesday, to be able to get that to you. I promise you, Wednesday it's going to go out. It's going to get to you. So sorry that this is that you haven't had it. Yeah, the Army Green ones looked really cool too. So yeah, if I were by the grace of God to win that Corvette, I would drive it for a week just to be able to say I owned a Corvette and I drove it, and it would be just as quickly traded in and get my wife a car that's a lot newer, a lot less miles. Hopefully, would really like to do a new car. A lot of money to put into Zelda to get her where she needs to be, and put some money into the house here because it needs some work. So that's what the problem. That's what I would love to do, but keep the vet long enough to build your channel and then dump it. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure if I win, because you can, you're going to be in their videos when you go to pick it up, that would be a boost just enough to get. I'll come visit with a couple of rear tires. Even better, I'll visit you. I'll happily drive to. Oh wait, I can't get across the border. I don't have a passport or an enhanced license. Well, we'll meet you. We'll meet in Calais. How's that? Or Calais? Is that Calais or Calais? Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Saying the car is well worth over 80 grand. What's a couple tires? Calais. Okay. All right. That's the same way we have a Calais here in Vermont, and that's the same way we pronounce it. I just like to make sure before I screw things up bad. I know that the first thing I would do with that Corvette, if I won it, was peel that wrap off. I'm not a fan of that highlighter yellow. I do love the black that's underneath. I would keep the carbon fiber, the forged carbon fiber wrap that they have on a few things, but as far as everything else, gone. But it's kind of cool that they took it to the National Corvette Museum a couple weeks ago and won a bunch of, or won a prize, or won an award for it, which is cool. Highlighter yellow is awesome. I will say it's grown on me, from the second that they revealed it. Yeah, it did get signed. And the nice thing is, that they're doing with that too is they're giving you a replacement piece so that you can take the signed off if you want to kind of keep it, keep that souvenir and have a part to replace it. So that was a really cool, idea on their part to do that as well. But then again, not a whole, I'm praying to God, but I'm not, I don't, so many other people I'm sure put a bunch of entries in. So, whatever. I don't like the yellow either, but the longer you have the giveaway Corvette, the more. That is very true. Yep, that is very true. And we'll have to. We'll see. Like I say, not even thinking that I'm going to win, but I'm also saying happy to say that I do have entries and I could win. And Jason, I really hope that if I don't win, you do, because that would be pretty cool for you. Now here's a question for you. Yeah. Would you keep it, or would you sell it on your lot, or would you trade it? What would you do with it, Jason? I agree. Well, like I said, I didn't like it at first. It's slowly growing on me, but I still wouldn't, that's, definitely keep it for the channel. Well, my only problem with keeping it for an extended period of time is I have other things that I need more than a Corvette. Yep, I get it. Absolutely. Race against the Doba. Sorry, Jason, but I think the Corvette would probably win. I don't know. Have you haven't dynoed that, have you? Looks like a pretty clean car. Yes, Zelda, when I first got her, was a pretty clean car. When I got it, it was 96,000. Okay, I wasn't sure whether you dynoed it yet. 90, it was like 96,000 miles. 2-owner, originally from Maine. Guy I bought it off was from Massachusetts, and he only put like 1,000 miles on it the 1 year that he owned it. It was a great deal. It was, and the amazing thing about it for an 80s car, it's got technology on there that we're just seeing, now over like the past 5 years. Automatic headlights, automatic dimming, so that it automatically dim the high beams. It's got trip computer, a whole bunch of stuff, digital dash, and all of it works. And that's the thing that I just absolutely love about that car. I was not very smart over the winter and had a small tarp over it that I was trying to keep water from getting into a couple of the windows that were not shutting all the way. And by doing that, excuse me, the bungee cords that I had holding it scratched up, the hell out of the, sides of it. So I gotta get some rubbing compound and see if I can get those scratches out. I still haven't had time to do that either. Maybe I'll do that sometime this weekend and video it, see if it actually happens. Yeah, the Doba is a big girl. I'm trying to think what Zelda is. I want to say she's 36 or 700 pounds. Let's see. I'll find out while we're here. Continental specs. Yeah. I think the most thing that for Mr. Mach 1, thing I love the most about the Continental 3750 curb weight. So not much Adobe. I love the fact that it is a Fox body car that it can take just about any Mustang, not Firebird, Mustang or Thunderbird performance part. I love the fact that it was the last of the front engine rear drive Continentals, 5-liter, so V8 power. So it's ticked all the boxes. Plus, I like odd cars. I like obscure sort of things, and I've had never until that time seen a Lincoln Continental on the road. So that's the reason why I got her. That's why I love her. She's absolutely the most comfortable thing. It's like you're floating down the road in a lounge chair or on your sofa. Air suspension all works. I mean, it's just love it. I need to get it back. Yeah, I mean that's I loved. When I was looking at the what to buy for the channel, it was either going to be a Ford Fairmont or Mercury Zephyr, or Lincoln, because I wanted a Fox body car and I wanted something that was odd, obscure, because really, and this goes back to the if I were lucky enough to win the Corvette, when I do get rid of it and put money into Zelda, I wanted to make her into a sleeper. Yes, a very comfy couch. Is velour interior. Love it. Anyways, put some good suspension on it. Upgrade the engine, with some speed parts. Put a limited slip in the rear end. I have dual exhaust, true dual exhaust for the car. I just have to have the time and money and the ability to get the car high enough in the air that I can put that on. So I mean that's what my car, and of course once it's all done, getting the exterior looking good. So that's what. Not if I had enough horsepower, I might think about drag radials, but rims and tires eventually is another thing that need to go on it. But yeah, evil word again, money. Yep, that is the evil word for car guys. Either you have it or you don't, and I don't. But you never know. Something might change over the year. I would love it to. Us car guys have no concept of the word money. That is very true. 200 shot of nitrous. If I knew that I wasn't going to, if I knew I was going to upgrade the engine with something, fresh, I'd probably do a 200 shot of nitrous just to send it out with a blaze of glory. But yeah, no, money is evil. You're right, Walt. Yep. So, what else? You got any videos coming up? Oh, Walt, gone around any car shows or car cruise-ins, anything like that? Send it out with a bang. My biggest fear would be, throwing a rod and having it go through the hood or something, and then having to find a new hood to put on the car. Because trust me, a lot of parts, the exterior stuff is not that easy to find. Hey, Jason, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate you taking the time to, hang out. Have a great day, and I can't wait for what you have going on with Bubbles. I hope that we can get you up to 2,000 subscribers. But have a great night. Thanks. Yeah, there's 2 pieces of chrome. The only thing missing on this vehicle is around the rear wheel wells and back to the back of the car. I actually did see those parts in one of Benny classic. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Classic. Oh no. What is his name? Classic. Pally G. Classic Ride Society. Gosh, I can't believe I couldn't remember that. Ooh. And they're going to have the car. The car will be given away by then. So if I win, maybe I'll head over for the Corvette show at the Bud Plant. That'd be a gas. Yeah, Classic Ride Society. One of his videos a few months ago, he showed the very rare diesel model of the Lincoln Continental, that the same year as mine. And why I say rare is it was a BMW sourced diesel. They only sold about 1,200 of them throughout the 1 year that they sold them, which was 1984. And then because they weren't sold, didn't sell many of them. Ford axed it. So, and the worst thing is, after I told Benny to go back, pick him up, whatever price he could get for him, and I'd send him the money. He went back and they had already crushed the car. So no chrome for me. All right, well, guys, I am thinking we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming back over to this after the computer malfunction and sticking with me for 41 minutes. And I'll end this like I do all of my other videos. Have a day. Hopefully it's a good one. Bye, guys.